So to control the visibility, we can add this kind of an expression, right? We'll see that if the adoption status code not equal to available, then hide that from the UI side. So let's save it. And you can see now the pending, because of the pending, this particular button is no more visible. And now next would be to apply the side effects. So for that, I'll come to this service CDS file, and on this action, I'll just want to add a simple annotation called common side effects. Target entities is the current row which I just want to update with. Okay. And now I'll just click on save all, and let's open our application. So let's click on adopt, number, email ID something, address and summary, and click on adopt. You see no more dates available, it's reflecting to pending, and also the adopt button is gone. So next item would be like, if I click on this pop-up, I want to show the details that I already created. Let's do that by applying now certain bound functions. So for that, again, we have to add one more annotation called default value function with a service name on which this function is supposed to be applied. It's again a bound function. So copy this one, and after this parenthesis, you can put simply function this. Okay. So this is the function that it will be, and it will return what? It will return this adapter input as a information, because this will be filled up with this default function, so that when the pop-up comes during adopt button click, those values as written by this function will be visible on the screen. Now let's implement this get default function. I'll put it before init. Okay, so what exactly I have to do? First, I have to select the user ID which logged in. But in this get function, get default function, I can't pass the request context streams. I'll check. There are certain features update I got to know, but I need to do a little bit of expression if I can pass the request context in terms of the bound functions. But anyway, this is what I have an alternative. I just use the CDS context, and from there I'll get the logged in user. And now with this logged in user, I just try to fetch if any adapters already created before or not. If I find, then I'm just selecting those are the required columns. Now, if the success results I receive, then I extract those column information, and then I'm just passing it to my return structure, which this particular, this function is returning. Okay, same structure. I'm just filling up all the properties. Otherwise, I'm just making everything empty. So having said that, let's save all and let's rerun. Oh, I think it has a space before. Okay, that's why. Click on adopt, and it's painting and no more showing. Let's click on adopt again. Voila, it's working. The default functions is able to provide all the information what we just created. That's fantastic, right? So now if I click on this adopt, and let's say change something. So now what will happen? I'm supposed to update it. By default, update is no, so set it to yes. And I click on adopt. So if I go any of this, the respective adapted information is all updated. Okay, perfect. So what is the last one pending? To display with a different variants. So let's do that now. So to add this presentation variant, I'll be adding two presentation variant like this. It is looks like a bit complicated one, but it is not. So the formatting I'll explain. So this is one variant and this is the second variant. Okay, these two variants will be representing these two different perspective, right? A data point. So that's why let's copy this line item also 2 times. Okay, let's copy this one, put it again over here. Obviously all things screwed up, and we'll fix it. Okay, no worries, we'll fix it everything. So how to identify this both? The first will put a hash called all animals all. Now it is not different from the other line item. So the second one will put at pending. Okay, so that way two line items are now uniquely able to identify, one at animal all and second one as pending. Now if I go to the first variant, so this is the variant I'm representing as selection presentation variant all, and here this is the corresponding labels I added, right? And I also added one sort of I think I should say not all, rather only available. Okay, available, and it's not all, it's available. Let's say only the available items will show in the first tab, and all pending items show in the second tab. All right. So this is what I put the first as available. So obviously now it's complaining because this identifier lost. It's put available. So now this presentation variant knows which line item to pick, or which line item is I'm trying to connect with, means this line item DLS. Okay. Now the second line item, I mean the second tab will now link up with this pending one. Okay. So that I can show you over here as the second one, which is here, and it's all pending, and it's link up in the presentation variant as the pending one. So here I have the range option through which I can control the data filtration. I'm just filtering P equal to P, so that means it's all pending, and here it is low as equal to A, so that's why it's all available. So here I can put not equal to A, so that means other details it can show. So now what will be happening if I just render? Is this supposed to render? No, it will not. Okay, because this variant we have to hook it up in our manifest.json. So for that, let's come to our manifest.json, and in the routing targets, before this initial load, let's put something called view. Okay. So this view section takes two parts, tab 0 and tab 1. Now tab 0 will be our available, and tab 1 should be the pending. Go to the annotations just to be sure that it's available and the other one is pending. Yes, all correct. So let's save it all and let's try now. If it's worked fine, then it will be really cool. Awesome. You see, now it is showing everything, all animals and pending. By the way, my CSS screwed up, I think, right? Because in our show page map interface, you see all the width information gone, and now everything looks quite okay. It's an animals, ideally it should be available animals, and for that I just need to change the label, you understand, I guess. And now this is the pending one, so let's try quickly. I don't have any database linked up, it's all in memory as of now, so hence no data is getting actually saved. Each time I restart the server, I basically only see the data that I have in the CSV file, remaining all transactional data gets lost. Once we add a certain database, all things will be persisted. Hope you got the idea. Some address and click on summary and click on adopt. By the way, it is still showing pending. If I go, it's no more here, it's coming in this pending section, which is over here. If we go, all things are coming correctly. That's all about I wanted to demo in the first step, first section or first episode. And now in the next episode, it will be all about attaching certain authentication authorization, app routers, and eventually deploying this application to BTP. Thanks for watching. Hope the discussion was helpful for you. And shortly, I'll connect to the next episode. Till then, goodbye.